Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Catching Up with Crypto with myself, Colin. We're looking at the last week within crypto. I know the newsletter came out a bit late last week because of the public holiday. So we are looking at what's been happening over the last week up to and including around the 24th or 25th of April. So let's go and have look at the newsletter and see what we have for today. So first things first, we always talk about Bitcoin and what's been happening. And they mention here that Bitcoin holders are targeting 100K. These holders are preventing a 40% price drawdown, and that's what the data suggests. Now, what we've been seeing more and more over the last few years is that there are more holders, more hodlers as they call them, more people wanting to just, grab into the Bitcoin and hold it. And if you've been looking at a lot of the big investment companies, you'll see that's exactly what they are doing. And this then means that there are more hodlers in the entire Bitcoin space. There's actually more hodlers than there are people, trading. And this is what is preventing, any sort of downturn like that. They did mention one or two things here as well. Bitcoin has yet to wow the market with its all-time highs. This halving cycle, and has contributed to a loss of faith among some investors. Now, it's interesting we're talking about the halving, okay? Because I actually wanted to show you something. We know that halving takes place every 4 years. At the moment, the reward in Bitcoin every 10 minutes is around 6.25 Bitcoins. And we know that's going to go down by half at the end of this 4-year cycle. But when you go to CoinMarketCap, they've actually got a timer. And there we see the Bitcoin halving countdown, and it's going to go from 6.25 Bitcoins every 10 minutes to around 3.125. Now, we're talking about 4 years. We're talking then about a total of 1,460 days for that particular cycle, for each 4-year cycle. So when we look at our Bitcoin halving countdown, you can see what's been happening. What's happening? We are more or less, almost in the middle of this particular halving period. Now, why is this important? Because when you look at the price history over time, you'll actually see, I don't have that one with me now, but you'll actually see that usually about 2 to 3 months after the halving takes place, the price usually shoots up to an all-time high. Now, this again, you can go and check on this, and you can see what's been happening. And this is why you'll find a lot of, especially crypto influencers, are talking about this is the time where people actually make money. Now, why? Because if we are now in a full bear market, through this section, this is where people are accumulating crypto. So they are buying when it dips, they are buying. When something goes down, they are buying. When they see some sort of slump, they buy. They accumulate. And then imagine 2 years down the line, or when we get to the next halving, 2-3 months after that, Bitcoin hits an all-time high, and you bought maybe at $35,000, maybe $40,000, and it goes up to $400,000. What then? Right? And the same applies for a lot of other cryptos out there. So, definitely things to look out for. Then they also spoke about Shiba. There's a lot of interesting news around Shiba. But remember, our little banner over there telling us if we want to buy Bitcoin, click on the link, takes you to the markets, and then we can go and buy and accumulate during this time. I like this little heading here, getting Shiba with it. Yes, with Shiba Inu. Now, we know when Shiba Inu started, we know it's a meme coin. We know there was a lot of talk, a lot of hype around it. Well, what is it really going to do? Will it go up in value? Last year, we saw Shiba Inu take a very sharp upturn, and a lot of people made money there. Obviously, Sol drove the price down. And now something else is coming up. We've seen a lot of talk about Shiba Inu in the mainstream media. And the newsletter today talks about the burning portal, which launches. And this ties in with another headline, similar headline I saw on another website here. launches their burning portal to reward SHIB token holders. So here they're saying the Shiba Inu team stated that they want to make it one of the best digital assets in the history of cryptocurrencies, right? This portal was created as a partnership between Shiba Inu and Ryoshi's Vision, which is an Ethereum-based project that aims to support the growth of the Shiba ecosystem. Now, here we go. SHIB burners, in other words, people who are willing to take their Shiba Inu tokens and actually put them on this burn portal and have them burned, which means it gets taken out of circulation, which means there are less coins around. They're going to enjoy two incentives. First, they mention here, they'll help reduce the circulating supply, which should theoretically increase the value over time, which is always a good thing. But secondly, they'll receive burned SHIB tokens in the Ethereum wallet, which pays the holders in Ryoshi rewards at a particular rate. So there's actually an incentive, from them to lower the circulating supply. It's obviously going to help the price move up, but they'll be rewarded for that as well. So yeah, guys, if you do want to buy some SHIB, click on the link and you know what to do. Okay, then someone put a nice bet on, in fact, a nice bet of 17,000 Ethereum contracts, betting that Ethereum will hit $7,000 by the end of the year. And I keep talking about the fact that I remember this being $100, $200 per token. So yeah, the fact that they're talking about that is absolutely massive. They mention here the co-founder of Three Arrows Capital shared interesting data suggesting that someone had opened a massive bid on Ethereum December 2022 calls, suggesting that the price could spike up to $7,000 by the end of the year. And they mention here that options are quite popular among professional traders, allowing them to really profit massively. But the reason behind opening such a large position may be twofold. Either it's a bit of insider trading, which we don't like, or it's just a really firm belief in what it can do. Now, I'm sure this has to do with the Ethereum merge that they've been talking about, going to Ethereum 2.0, where Ethereum's moving from proof of work to proof of stake. So, yeah, maybe they know something there. They know something that's coming, and that's why they're doing that. And again, the newsletter talking again about Shiba Inu. See, a lot of talk. If you've been watching our videos over the last couple of weeks, you'll see Shiba taking a pretty dominant piece of the pie in terms of news. This one just talking about a massive Ethereum whale grabbing another, and have a look at this 51 billion Shiba Inu coins. Man, that is just crazy. Okay, so you can imagine there's more demand, there's going to be less supply. What do you think is going to happen to the price over time? If the utility is there, if the use case is there, guys, if you've been watching our community calls, you'll know what I'm talking about. We look at all these factors before jumping into a particular project or coin. So these are definitely things to look at. Yeah, they mentioned since the April the 10th, this investor has laid his hands on 1.17 trillion Shiba Inu meme tokens, and this is the equivalent of approximately $30 million. So yeah, this guy knows what he's doing. He's obviously preparing for something, and I mean, it doesn't even have to get to $1. Shiba can just get to 10 cents, even 1 cent, and he's fine. Okay, right. And then, as usual, our blog about the Earn portal. So don't forget to go to the Earn portal and go and check it out. See what it's offering. Our Earn portal deals with BTC and USDT. So that's a way for you to keep your crypto on the platform and earning crypto while it's sitting there. So not just sitting doing nothing. Okay. Again, our price analysis, and again, for those technical people, you'll see our descending channel here, and we've got an ascending channel moving this way as well. Just showing you the resistance levels and the support as well. All right, and then as usual, our relative strength index, and you can see we're moving into more and more fear because there's been a lot happening. In fact, I think within the last day or two, in fact, today, there was a massive phishing attack on the Instagram account of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. And they're talking about a few thousand, right? Few thousand NFTs being stolen. And if that's the case, it should amount to something like $40 million worth of tokens or of NFTs or more. And with so many of these, phishing attacks, hacks, we know there was one on OpenSea as well. So with all of these things happening, there is a lot of fear going around. But again, guys, when we know and we understand the markets and we understand the projects, we'll know that even though everyone's running around in fear, this is the time to accumulate. This is the time to get your positions, solidly in place so that when things turn around, you are the first one to profit. Okay. And yeah, I think that's it. Don't forget to go to our YouTube channel, our Chainx YouTube channel. Go and like and subscribe. Don't forget to join us every second Tuesday for our community calls. That one's not going to be tomorrow. It's going to be next week, Tuesday. A lot of interesting topics. So, even for people who don't know anything, invite them, share the link, invite them to come along and attend and get educated as we learn together as a community. So guys, thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week.